Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Fissner. How you doing, guys? Cheers, dudes. And now, so what do we have? Because it's quite exciting. We got several things which I bought off eBay. Off eBay, that's just parts, components. So when I'm buying actually the components, I need a label maker. And I've seen for 30 quid, about ish, yeah. Maybe 29. Label maker, but on the first Facebook marketplace was one person which has one cartridge here inside already. I was using it several years ago. That's a sample only, not just a sample, that's useless for me. And that's laminated, so that's a really useful, because I need for all those components when I'm putting them inside the boxes, pockets, yes, I need to get and label them. Without labeling them, I start to have a mess, and I paid £15 rather than 30. I've got a Nintendo, that's a Switch Lite, okay, that's not a Switch regular, that's a Switch Lite. You can see it is working, but it has some, I don't know, maybe when we will switch it off, you can see the scratch. Oh yeah, now you can see the scratch, yes, how it's going here. So I bought it for £60. I've offered 60. To be true, I wouldn't offer more because they are going for about 110 on eBay. So I don't want to sell it for more than £100, and I need to replace the screen. Yes, I've checked. I think screens for the top screen, I mean not the whole screen, but the top screen is about £10. So that will cost me, time and effort to do it. So 60 was okay, because if I'll spend tenner, that's 70. Even if I'll sell it for 90, that will be still some small profit. I've got a charger with it. It's a regular USB-C charger. Yeah. And I've got additional pads. I've got the same as these ones, black ones, but as well on top of that in the set is blue ones. I don't know if somebody prefers these, but it is what it is. I'll put some games, give to my children to test for replacing the screen. Yeah, so that they can test it. And then I will replace the screen. Then I will order the screen and replace it. So you never know. And then I can resell it. Yes. I don't need this one at home. We got Wii U, we got Wii U. We've got Xbox 360, Xbox One. Like few of the Xbox Ones actually. Another one is waiting on those two ports. So one port for the HDMI, and that will be one X as well for sale. So it is what it is. And I bought this Xbox with two faulty gamepads. One is a Power A cable version, and one is just a 1537, one of the first Xbox One controllers, only no back cover. Yeah. So what it is this came with power supply, and this came with HDMI cable and those two faulty gamepads. I'll have these for spares, so that's okay. And because I don't buy them anymore, yes. Till December they were selling for about £90, and then after the new year, people had so many of the new Xboxes that they stopped buying them. So I stopped buying them off customers, and I'd say normally no to buying it, but guy said it is working. I bought from his friend as well Xbox One S before, and guy said it is working, and he want only £30 for it. I can keep it for spares. I've got over 10 of them for spares, but if it's working, you know, if this one is working, if that's true, then for £30 I can keep it for spares or for the spare device for the time of repair if it's good one, or I can try to maybe resell it. We will need to do spa for it for sure, and there is a wee crack on here, but I've got other top covers so I could replace it with. So yeah, HDMI, where's HDMI? Here is HDMI. Let's disconnect it. Okay, let's connect to the HDMI now. Okay, that's connected. Let's add my webcam. Can I add webcam? I won't be. I will just press the power button. You've heard the sound. We will see if it is on or won't. On. Yeah, it is turning on. So we got Xbox One. So it is working. It's not too loud. Quite quiet, to be true. It has an old drive because these are really old Xboxes, but it does do the trick. So we can wait, should load some account. But I can switch to the that's me? Oh, that's me, okay. So anyways, you see, so it is working. It is working. I'm happy with it. We will be doing the spa for 1540 model again. Because the last spa was 1S, all digital. Which I thought I'll keep, but I've sold it. And I bought more stuff, so of course, yeah. Now we got CCTV to replace capacitors, so we will be doing that one as well in the next episodes, in the next days. We've got a laptop which I've opened the power supply. Excuse me, because I had two choices: buy new power supply, I mean another one, or try to open it. So I hate to open these power supplies. I'm telling you straight away, laptop power supplies are a nightmare to open, and I'm always leaving marks. So I've been, because of this one, I have even here skin went off. And because of that, I went across the YouTube and I found that people using petrol on the side of it, like a drop in petrol, and petrol is letting the glue go off. Yes, I don't know if it's true. I didn't have a petrol, so yeah, I couldn't test it. So the only way I could do it was to open my own way. Yes, which is unfortunate, but you need to go across and try to cut it and make a small gap. I said to the customer, I can either do this, or we can buy power supply for 50 odd quid minimum or dearer, because that's a gaming laptop. Or there was a choice as well, which I could take a risk with, is cut the cable somewhere closer or halfway through the distance and see if I will get the power. If I would get the power there, then I could only, like extend the cable and put new plug on. But I wasn't sure if that power supply is giving me power, and I didn't have any other cable with that amperage, yes, for that voltage, to replace with. So I would end up with short cable anyway, and I would have to buy cable anyway. Whereas if I'll open the enclosure and customer don't care that much about the design of it, yeah, like how pretty it is because it's never opened, then that's okay, and it's a good gaming laptop. So I've asked customer if that's okay if I will try to open, and guy said yeah, no problem with that. So I've opened that, and when I've opened, I've checked voltage, and it automatically was all fine. So that means the cable is wrong and the plug is wrong. So now I can plug close to the plug, yes, and I don't care, because if I'll see voltage over there, then that's mean only the plug itself lost the connection, which is not openable. That's why I bought 5 of them, because that was the plug I could get. Okay, pause because my son's coming. So you see, so I have to have a break. But anyways, you understand now, not always you can do the best. Sometimes you have to do worse that you would want it. In the ideal world, you will be able to open the power supply, check if the voltage is there. Like you can open these ones, that's not a problem. You take out those 4 legs, yes, out there are screws, you unscrew the screws and you can open it. It's not a problem, it's openable. Then you need to desolder certain, like a shield, but you're okay with that. Whereas with the laptop power supplies, you're not always able to open them, yes, and most of the time you're not. So I will check this petrol thing. I will have to order some petrol, yes, or I don't know. I won't be able to get from my car probably, but I can deal with it. It's okay. I don't need it a lot. I needed like 100 milliliters or 50 milliliters even, and I will test on some old power supplies which I have here, and if that will work, then from now on I will be able to open them without damaging myself or the device, yes, and then we'll be fine. So guys, hopefully this will give you some good example of how to do or not to do things. You see what's happening, so that's an update for the channel. The main purpose of the channel is that people can take my examples of work, put into their own way of doing things. They can learn on my mistakes as well, and when I'm learning new things as a customers, some of you can see what I can do, what I cannot do. Yes, it's like always 50% chance that you can fix something, because you never know until it's fixed and it's done and dusted. Yes, you can't say it's fixable because it's electronics, and unfortunately that's what it is. Yes, but we can always give it a shot. Yes, we can always give it a shot. Sometimes I have to charge the repair attempt fee, sometimes I know I don't have to. Yes, like with fixing software on the laptop, I can risk it, and I can say, okay, no problem, no repair attempt fee. Whereas if there is an issue with the motherboard, like I've got a Wii laptop now, a guy came on the software issue and he asked me to reinstall the Windows. So I said, no problem, I don't need any repair attempt fee from you. I will just do the repair, like for you. It's not a problem. But I did attempt the repair. Then it turns out that my 8 GB discs, DVD discs, dual layer, they just ran out, and I thought I've got still some left, and I didn't. And so I had to order more. So I've ordered more. But at the end of the day, they came. I burned out new Windows 10 on them, on one. And I went across installation process, and it did start well, but unfortunately didn't finish well. So there is some hardware issue, yes, and you can't predict it, yes. Now we switched from the IT fault to the electronics fault, yes. So because it's an electronics fault, I need to charge the repair attempt fee, yes. So that's what it is. And if I wouldn't charge repair attempt fee, imagine yourself having 10 customers per day. Like I've got a lot of equipment here, yes, and I need to have proper turnover. If I won't have proper turnover, I will run out of space completely, yes. And if I will run out of space, what I will do, yes, and then I have 10 customers, and 2 of them will be only willing to fix stuff and 8 won't. So I've spent whole day on those 10 cases, yes, and try to fix them. And then what's happening is that unfortunately 2 were fixable, and I've made like £40 on them, yes, or 30 pounds on them or 50 pounds on them, but I've spent whole day on it, yes, so those 8 cases didn't pay at all, and I need to pay extra power which is used here. And then I need to buy the tools because I need to spend, well, now I bought a few tools, so that now will be less, but in total was over 10,000 pounds to spend on the tools, yes. So I'm buying every so often. I'm making some profits. I'm reusing the funds to buy more faulty stuff or stuff which I never open myself in my life, to open it on my own rather than getting from customer that stuff and never open it. And then I can say that, you know, after that I can buy another more stuff or buy some equipment. So this doesn't produce me profits as of time yet, yes, but after, let's say, half a year to 1 year, when I will buy most of the equipment and I will spend those several more thousands of pounds, I will be able to fix all the phones, all the devices, yes, what I should do. And probably the one last device, it will be licenses for the encoders for the oscilloscopes, because these cost like thousands of pounds and they are just not worth, yes, most of the time. So yeah, so that's the purpose of the channel, to show you how I'm doing things, which things you can fix on your own, which things we can share. Like, you can get a customer, you can diagnose things, and if you see certain fault which you know you won't be able to do it, but if I've got equipment, you can come to me, we can do only that part here, and you can take it and finish the work on your side. So that's what it is, and by doing so we help with the right to repair. And who can afford 10 pounds per month as well can be as a customer or as a repair shop, can help with the right to repair. So guys, hopefully this has some value for you, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.